Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testes, testes. One, two, three. Hey, hope you guys are doing good out there. Let's go ahead and do a quick little audio check, real quick. See how things sound here. We live, people? Are we live? We are live now. We are live now. I believe we are. All right, let's go ahead and get cracking here, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? What's up, Abdul? What's up, Joshua? What's up, Traffic Light? What's up, Bims? Whoa, that's really loud. All right, guys, I'm playing a mix right now. It's the Hip Hop Radio Lo-Fi mix by Chilled Cow, and some of the cuts have a little bit different audio levels, so we'll try and work with that a little bit here. What's up, Line One? I hope you're doing good out there. Anyways, let's get cracking. I'm just gonna go ahead and start sketching this out. I was gonna do it on Instagram, but then I was like, yo, what's up with the homies over on YouTube? Got to give the homies on YouTube some love, you know what I'm saying? So let's just get to sketching. There we go, there we go. Oh, what's up, Masood? How you doing, homie? I hope you're doing good out there. How was your guys' this weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend out there? I certainly have. Man, what a time to be alive right now. I gotta tell you, what a time to be alive. We might actually see peace in Korea. I hope we do. I am cautiously optimistic. Let's just say that. All right, let's go ahead and go right there. Oh man, Fidget Spinner is in the house. What up, Fidget? Hope you're doing good out there, homie. All right, let's go ahead and get that going here. Now, I'm doing this with my iPhone right now, guys, so if the audio is a little strange, I apologize. I don't have an external mic hookup on my phone, so that's just the way it is. Overdose says, thanks for the shipment. No problem, homie. I hope you enjoyed it. What did you get? What did you get, Overdose? Let me know. Let's move this over here. What's up, Rumi? I'm curious what Overdose got in his order. Hopefully something cool. Rich says he got one fat cap. He got one fat cap in his order. That would be funny, wouldn't it? All right, let's go ahead and start sketching this out here. Yufu says love from Vegas. Yo, I haven't been to Vegas in a long time, Yufu. I heard that the mural scene over there is really starting to pick up again. They got some walls and stuff going on over there, which is dope because Vegas is the perfect city for that. It really is. So much going on there. Versace Breakfast says he's gonna buy all his supplies one cap at a time. Oh man, that's funny. That's super funny. All right, so we're going ahead and just outlining this right now. Let's see here. Well, I guess he's too shy to tell us what he got. Kind of curious. I like to know what you guys are ordering. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of gives me an idea of what to do videos on. So that's always helpful, just so you guys know. You let me know. I make a video. Everyone's happy. And the world turns another page. All right, so let's go ahead and get this filled in here. Bims1 says, do you think my profile picture is good? I did it last year. Let me see what's up here. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me, homie. I think it looks good. Oh, Overdose is back. He says, Silver OTR, 2 Toxic Shockers, Mini Crusher, and 3 Sakuras. That is a man who is about his business right there. You can tell from that order. What do you guys think of the Toxic Shockers? I'm not really big on the non-squeezable, but I've talked to some few people that really seem to love them. They prefer the nice clean tag, I guess, over the drip. I'm a big fan of the drip myself. I think I like the drip. Let's go ahead and do that right there. Let me move this computer up. This setup right now, I can't really see. I can't see your comments. Okay, that's much better. Now the computer's in the. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. What's up, Nico? I hope you're doing good. Uh, Miru Designs and Gamings. I'm out of creativity. Can't think of a new tag or graffiti. Sometimes it's good to take a little break and just, collect your thoughts, get your brain going. You know, um, it's a big world out there. A lot of different ideas you can be putting forth. But I feel you, man. Sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. There are times when I don't want to do a video. I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do this today. I just want to like eat Cheetos and sit in bed. But I put on my two pants. My two pants. I put my leg in my two pants and I do it. Lesper says, make Krylon great again. Man, we're trying, dude. We are trying to make Krylon great again. We'll see if they follow through on it. I don't know. They're, they kind of get it, but they don't. Honestly, I think Krylon should pay me to be a consultant so I can go in there and help them make their paint line great again. All right, let's go ahead and start sketching this in. Let's see here. Joshua's Graffiti says he just bought a Blackbook. Let me take off my Fitbit here. This is kind of in my way right now. It's not recording anything anyways. Oh, well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate you getting that Blackbook right there. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. Mario wants me to do a res piece. Maybe I'll do a res piece sometime. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going here. Got a bit of a slow start today. I need some lunch, man. I'm super hungry right now. All right, let's go ahead and get this going here. Alan Muliak says, give me a graph name to write. Well, Aliak, how many letters do you want it to be? Let's start with that. Rudy Goody says, have I heard Kanye's new album? I've heard snippets of it. It actually sounds pretty good. I am feeling it. I guess you could say I am feeling it for sure. Absolutely, man. What is the guy statue in the background? Oh, you're talking about this? This is our first transgender ambassador to Korea right here, Dennis Rodman. So say thank you to Dennis. For this. RMS Graffiti says, do you ever smoke weed in the Netherlands? Every writer smokes weed. I've been to the Netherlands, but I did not go there to smoke weed. I did enjoy the museums, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and get this filled in. Oh, Joshua says the guy wearing the hat. Oh, this. This is this was a vinyl toy. It was made by this company called All Apologies to Banksy. So they made these like Banksy-esque like vinyl toys. But I painted him like a black metal dude. Check him out right there. Definitely black metal vibe. Did a Mayhem logo on the back. That's pretty cool. I did it for the Instagram stories. I rather like it. Richard says R.I.P. Harambe. Yeah. Everyone forgot about Harambe, man. Once the meme died, they don't care about Harambe anymore. I still carry the torch for Harambe. I still carry the torch for him. It's kind of like net neutrality. Everyone falls for the meme, gets all pissed off, and then it happens and nothing happens, and then everyone acts like they forgot. Well, I didn't forget. Oh, man. Oh, Mr. Lime's dropping the DP memes. There you go, man. What up, Lime? Hope you're doing good, homie. Hope you're doing good. You guys should check out Mr. Lime1 on Instagram. He's got a really dope feed, man. Really, really dope. Sorry, man. This outline's taking forever. This is why, actually, guys. This is why I like to start the videos with the outline already done, because it makes I have to like think about it while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just filling in color, I can just kind of splash it in, and that way I can like riff and talk and just do all that stuff. But I had a bunch of people saying, "Yo, why don't you do more like outlines first? They want to see it." It's pretty hard, dude. Like going live on YouTube is really hard to do. When I edit a video, it's much easier because then I can, if I make a mistake, I can edit it out, make an annotation or whatever. When you go live, man, that's forever, baby. All right, let's go ahead and fill this in right here. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, the homie Donko from Argentina. What up, homie? I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you're doing good. Joshua's Graffiti says, "Have I heard of Ghost EA?" Yes, I have heard of Ghost. He does a little bit of a different style. He's more of like the mask and paint kind of thing, which I dig it too, man. I dig that as well. All right, so let's see here. We went ahead and got it colored in. So let's go ahead and start erasing the pencil stuff here. We'll see how everything looks, and we'll make some adjustments. While I'm erasing, I just want to take a look at some comments here. Okay. Miru Designs and Gaming says, "Just want to say you're a very inspirational person to me, and I'm glad that people like you exist. You're just so positive, enjoying life. You really help me find some power to make stuff. Thanks." Wow, dude, that's real, homie. I really appreciate that. There's a lot of negativity in the graffiti world. Not so much so in the street art world, but more like the street bombing world. There's a lot of negativity, a lot of bad vibes. That it's really unnecessary because if you go back to the roots of graffiti, it wasn't always like that. Um, it doesn't have to be that way. You're just writing your name on walls. It's not like I don't know. It's not like it's not like your country's getting invaded or something. You're just writing your name on a wall. I love it. I love graffiti. It's fun. But it's just really not something to get mad over. And if you're getting mad about graffiti, well, you're probably doing it the wrong way. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of negativity. So I'm trying to bring some positivity into the graffiti world. Hopefully that resonates with some people. We will see. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, homies. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm gonna keep doing me. Other people can keep doing themselves, and we'll see who rises to the top. That's all I gotta say about that. Um, Eon says, "Have I ever seen a show called Augie and the Cockroaches? Because you should do a piece on them because they're funny as shit." No, I've never seen that show. I'll have to look into it, homie. I don't even know about that show. We'll have to take a look at that. Keel One says, "Too much beef." I think some guys they got some latent they got some latent things they got to work out. There's a lot of damaged souls in the graffiti world. A lot of damaged souls. But we'll right the wrongs of the world. We'll do it. All right, so let's go through here. Let's start adding some 3D here. That's looking better. Did you guys check that tutorial how I did the 3Ds? You think I'll miss one in this video? You think I'll miss a 3D? I'll probably miss one. I always miss a 3D. All right. Niall says, "Why don't I go live on Instagram? It's a lot easier." I mean, it's the same thing, really. It's the same thing. And it's I prefer to go live on YouTube because it helps me make content more. I really do enjoy filming the piecing videos that I do for you guys and all that stuff. But I gotta tell you, man, I really don't like being in the editing room. I hate editing videos. I hate editing videos so much. You don't even realize how much I hate it. But I'll do it. But when I go live, I don't have to edit anything. We just paint, we chat. It's like I'm right here with you doing a sketchbook piece, and you're just like sitting across from me, and we're just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? We're just hanging out. Oh shoot, lunch just came. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Angel. Hey, look, Angel just brought me lunch, guys. Check it out. Ah, good people, man. Good people. What do we got here? What do we got here? Mmm. Oh, man, a big ass pickle. That's dope. Mmm. It's like open up panties. Oh, yeah, baby. Mmm. All right, I'm really hungry. I'm just going to take a quick bite and we'll get back to the sketch. BLT, baby. Mmm. Oh, damn, that's really good. Mmm. Mmm, 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 mmm. Damn, now that was a dank sandwich. I gotta tell you, if there's one sandwich that is the top sandwich of all the top sandwiches in the world, it's got to be the BLT, man. You got the crunchy bacon, the savory bacon, the smooth creaminess of the mayo mixed in, and then you have the fresh, vibrant tomato with the lettuce to balance it all out on a crunchy piece of bread. You can't get any better than that, guys. You can't get any better than that. Anyways, let's go. Let's go back to sketching here. All right, boy, that really revitalized me. Just that one bite. That's all it took. That's all it took. Tony Coonan says, "I'm taking a shit while watching this." Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Jermaine Q84 says it's all about the California club. Yo, I gotta give you I gotta give you some on that, man. The club sandwich is a pretty dank sandwich too. In fact, now that I think about it, they're both kind of top tier. I would say it's a tie between the club and the BLT. Yeah, the club. Great sandwich, homie. RMS wants to know if I like graffiti in the Netherlands. Yes, I did enjoy seeing a lot of graffiti there. Lots of bombing, lots of styles, lots of all kinds of stuff, really. The Netherlands are dope, man. I definitely want to go back. Really enjoyed my time there. Good people, man. Really good people there, that's for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. Some 3D action right there. Starting to come together. DJ DS1 says he is on the shitter too. Everyone's got to poop. You know, everyone poops. It's a normal part of our existence. Food goes in, food comes out. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. What's up, man? Oh, we got a few people from the Netherlands up here. We got Australia in the house. J1 from Adelaide. What up, J1? I hope you're doing good. Woke up and saw the notification. DSK Jojo. What is up? Friesland. Is that Finland? Is that like a joke on Finland? I don't get that one. We got any Finland homies up in here? Any homies from Finland? Gotta holler to my Finland homies. Hope you're doing good out there. Right. Oh, traffic light from Macedonia. What up, man? Birth of democracy right there, homie. Birth of democracy. It's like 3,000 years ago, man. The Greeks had it all figured out, man. They really did. Everything you need to know, you just go back to the ancient Greeks, man. They had it all figured out. Then the existentialists came along and ruined everything. Just kidding. I like some of those guys too. I do. All right, let's go through here. Da, 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 da. All right, so we got some 3D action going here. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Does it look like I've missed some 3D? Does it look like I've missed some 3D? I think I missed a 3D. Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. Definitely missed a 3D right there. Wait, Finland, Friesland. Oh, I thought he said Finland was in the Netherlands. Okay, Friesland is in the Netherlands. So that's like a city or a state or something. I got you. I got you. I got you, homie. Maze Arc says, I was just in Greece last week checking out the One Up bombings. Oh, that's dope, dude. Those guys get down over there. Absolutely. All right, let's erase this splash. We'll come back with the marker and do that. In fact, why don't we start markering this bad boy in? What do you guys think about that? Should we do that? Should we start markering this? I think we should. Yeah, let's go ahead and start markering this. Why don't we use this green right here? Third, the 3D on the P looks funky. The 3D on the P looks funky. It's at a pretty funky angle. I think it's fine though. I don't think there's any issue with it. Let's wait till we color it in. Let's color it in and then we'll see what it looks like here. But anyways, right now I got a leaf green of a chart pack marker. Now, for those who don't know, these are a oil-based graphic design pen. They use xylene in them. They are actually pretty similar to what's in the Magic ink markers. In fact, Chupa Chupa was actually using these to fill these markers. Sorry, this beat has like some weird vocals over it. That's confusing me. Oh, shut up and play the music, please. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's go through here. We'll start lacing this in. Oh, that's a nice color right there. Now, I am doing this on regular old printer paper, like something you would print, a document on. I just wanted to see how it would hold up. Oh, you know what? Let me get some blotter going here. Let's get some blotter action going. Because this shiznit is going to bleed on through. Did I mess up my camera? No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. All right, so let's start running this through. Now, these chart pack markers are super vibrant and they have a really nice color, but they bleed like crazy. So use it, keep that in your mind as you're using it. Try not to get too close to your edge or you might overbleed into it. But they're pretty gnarly. I mean, you could go tagging with these if you wanted to. Quite a marker, actually. One of my favorites. SRK1 says, do you think Greece is a good country to do graffiti? I am from Greece. Well, I mean, Greece seems to be one of the hottest places for graffiti right now. So I would say, yeah. It's despite what the hip hop world thinks, Greece is a perfect example of why the broken windows theory is actually true. But it's all good. I mean, people are painting, they're doing their thing. I mean, it's all good, homie. It's all good. Ewell Adams says, see what I mean? See how much louder this is? I don't like it when people make mixes and the audio is all over the place like that. It's kind of annoying. It's still too loud. Kevin wants to know if the Fat Cap keychain works. No, it doesn't. It's just for looks. Sorry, homie. That would be pretty cool, though. I think that would be. But it doesn't. It don't work. Oh, man, I love this color. Such a good green. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this in here. Green Kid says, do I rep any crews? No, not anymore. I mean, honestly, I don't really care for the idea of crews anymore. Unless it's like somebody that you like knew from back in the day and you guys are still homies since high school and whatnot. I don't like the idea of young writers just trying to get on some big crew just for the name recognition because I think, I don't know, it just seems kind of like a dated way to go. These days, I don't think. Hey, look, here's the deal. If the crew's going to help you better your life, then sure. If it's just an empty name that you're going to rep, then no, no, don't do it. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this in here. J1 wants to know if Chart Pack and Copic will blend together. Probably not very well. I haven't tried them blending each other, but I don't think they'll go together too well because these are oil based, where the Copics are alcohol based. So I don't think they'll vibe too well together. I mean, I'll use them next to each other, but I've never really tried to blend them. All right. Barney Miller says we have an old Amtrak parked on a disconnected layup out in the country. Not legal, but mega chill. Damn, homie. That sounds really dope. That sounds really dope. Chubbs wants to know what I think about tagging in California. It's been about 3 years since I've been to California, so my recollection might be a little bit off. But since the last time I went, probably about 3 years ago, it's definitely wasn't as big as it was in the early 90s. If you went to Southern California in the early 90s, you would be amazed how much tagging was going on there. There's still a lot, but man, the early 90s, those are heady days, man. They really were. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Sakura Pigma marker. This is one of my favorite outlining pens. By far one of my favorites. It just lines so nicely. It's so even, so smooth. Kind of like me, even and smooth. Maze Arc says, "Yo, GR, I was talking to you about the six packs boxes. Remember? Thanks for that, homie." Oh yeah, what's up, man? It's kind of funny. Like one man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm always throwing out these boxes. The boxes that like the pilots come in, the boxes that the paints come in, and this guy's like, "Hey, I actually collect those." Who I didn't know. So if you ever need a specific box when you put in an order, like if you want an iron lac box or you want like a Molotov box or whatever, just shoot us an email when you make your order. It's artprimo.com at gmail.com, and just say, hey, make sure you put my cans in a specific type of box, and just let us know. And provided that it will fit in your order, they should be able to do that for you. We're pretty good about helping people out with their requests and stuff. So if you ever have any special requests, just shoot us an email when you order. We'll see what we can do to help you out. I got to tell you, we have the best service in the game. And we have a phone number, 206-365-4083. You just give us a call any old time. Eon says, I have a homie that writes milk. I also have a homie that writes milk. Probably not the same guy. He doesn't paint anymore, though. Now he's a chef. He's too good to paint with me. Hey, man, being a chef is an art as well, too. Um, Speaking of which, R.I.P. Anthony Bourdain. Kind of mad at that fool right now. I think he kind of did the cop-out method, but, what are you gonna do? You can't go back from that. That's for sure. Sex 909 says, "Can I order with a prepaid debit card?" Yes, you can. If you want to use a prepaid, just make sure you call us at 206-365-4083. You just got to do it over the phone, not on the website, because you're right, it doesn't work well on the website. Nico wants to know if I can send you a portrait of me so you can get a tattoo of me on your arm. You really want a tattoo of me? I mean, I guess so. Yeah, hit me up on Insta. I'll send you a flick. Okay, let's see. Maze Arc says a whole bunch of my homies got caught and the cops are on them because they abandoned factory called Longmont Sugar Mill and the owner put cameras and busted them. Yeah, even in abandoned spots, you got to be careful, man. They sometimes will put up cameras in abandoned spots. And the thing is they're probably not even looking for writers. They're looking for copper thieves. But if you get caught up, you get caught up. So if you are painting a bandos and think they're all the chillest thing in the world, please do your research. Don't go in there painting right away. Do a walkthrough. Look for cameras. Also, look for pitfalls and stuff. Sugar mills are very dangerous. There was one here in Seattle that we used to paint. I think people still paint it sometimes. I don't go there anymore. But up on the upper floors, there's manhole covers that are just open. And if you fall into one of those, bro, you are falling like 7 or 8 stories to concrete below, and it will not be a pretty end for you. I guarantee you that. So be careful in those sugar mills because they are very dangerous. And you're going to do what you're going to do anyways. That's why I'm not saying to not go into them because you just do what you do. I have this mindset. When I talk about illegal graffiti or drugs or any of that type of stuff, I'm not going to be like, don't do this. Because I would be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but what I want to say is just be careful, and I'll do my best to try to tell you how to be safe in doing these things. And that's one of them. Sugar mills are very dangerous, but they are fun to paint. They are definitely fun to paint. They are absolutely. I would definitely wear a mask if I were you. Let's see. Barney Miller said we had an awesome brick warehouse that was abandoned, but someone started a fire there, so they leveled it. This is why we can't have nice things, guys. That's why we can't have nice things. Joe Lindsay says safety first. That's right, homie. Safety first. That is correct. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this in here. I want you guys to live to paint another day. Live to paint another day. I guarantee you, half the shit ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right. 21 years ago today, Ozzy fell 100 feet from an overpass, shattered his ankles and spine. Oh, that's rough, man. That's rough. I didn't fall 100 feet, but I fell about 35 feet, and I broke both my legs. And I got to tell you, that set my life back for about, I'd say about 5 years. Oh, snap. That wasn't 3D. That was supposed to be the other part of the M. Okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. See, this is what happens when I'm talking and not paying attention here. It's all good. But learn from my mistake. And I gotta tell you, I was out painting drunk that night, and I should have had a sober friend with me. I really should have had a sober friend to just be like, "Yo, man, you're acting crazy. Watch out." And I did, and I fell 35 feet. I broke both my legs. My foot was going the wrong direction. It was a rough scene, and I didn't have health care at the time, and I got saddled with like I think it was like $80,000 worth of medical expenses. And it set me back for a few years, man. It really did set me back. You know, there's many paths you can take in your life. Remember that. Many different ways you can go. All right, let's go ahead and fill this in here. Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Keel One says, "How am I related to Art Primo? Do I just work here? Does it look like I just work here?" I'll tell you guys, I'm not the owner of Art Primo, but I am my own brand. That's for sure. I am my own brand. All right, so let's go ahead and fill that in here. Sex says, "I thought you were the owner." I've never said I was the owner. Never did I say that or imply that. People see what they want to see, though. What I am is I just be me. I'm here being me, doing me, which is quite awesome. It's very awesome. I don't think very many people could be what I'm doing here. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. All right, so let's go ahead and fill it in here. I will say this: they can barely afford me. That's for sure. But I like I like using this platform to connect to all the writers out there and all the people out there painting. You know what I'm saying? Because this gives us an opportunity to build more community together, and I think that's the most important thing is to build a community. All right, so let's fill this in right here. Starting to come together, starting to look like something. Barney Miller says, "I'm so careful up high because I have a serious fear of heights. If it wasn't for writing, I would never be more than 10 feet high off the ground." Dude, I feel you, homie. I feel you on that, man. You should have some fear of heights. That is natural. That is a normal thing, and you should be somewhat afraid of heights. If not, you're gonna get overconfident. You're gonna get overconfident. Did you see that Chinese daredevil on the internet a while back? Did you guys see that one? He was doing that. He was doing like push-ups on tall buildings and shit, and he lost his strength doing the push-up, and then he just like fell off the building. Ooh, so hard to watch that, man. He lost respect for the height. He lost respect for the height. That's what happened. You gotta respect gravity, man. Keel one says I'm the face of AP. I don't know if I'm really the face of AP. I think I'm just the face of Green Ranger. Um, I mean, I am the face of AP, but I don't want to be the only face. I want more people to be the face of AP. I wanted us to have like 10 or 12 people doing videos, not just me. Um, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. But I would love to have at least 5 or 6 people just doing videos like I do. I think it would make the channel more diverse. It would make it more vibrant. It would make it more interesting. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Still searching for other content providers, but you got to have that right. You got to have that right thing. You got to have that mojo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to just be the Green Ranger show. I want it to be everybody, all people from around the world. Vela Film says, "What do I think about Spain? Beautiful country, beautiful people. Absolutely. I've never been, but I would love to go. I would love to go to Spain." Doser, what's up, Doser? How you doing, homie? It's been a while since I've talked to you. He says, check out Doser's page too. He does rap, really good rap music. I was out painting by the trackside. Midnight track workers rolled up and chased me, sprained my ankle. Been in the house for 2 weeks, man. Oh, that's rough, homie. That is rough. Sorry to hear that, man. You'll be back in the streets in no time. I'm confident of that. Confident of that. All right, let's take a look here. Looks like we need some splash in the middle, doesn't it? I think we definitely do. All right, let's see here. Barney Miller says, "I saw there was a guy from Russia who tried to hang from one hand off a crazy abandoned Soviet radio tower. He did not do well." Ooh, that's rough. No, that's not the same guy. I'm talking about a guy in China that fell, but that's just as bad. You only got one life, guys. You only got one life. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. All right, let's see here. Let's fill some of this in here. Looks like I forgot a 3D right there. Let's fix that. There we go. We got to fix this, man. I really screwed the pooch on that. Dingleberry says he's got 25 bucks on a gift card. What should he do? Ooh, that's a great question, Dingleberry. What should you do with that $25? Drip mops. I would get drip mops. I would get Dr. Guts, and I would get extra drip mop nibs. That's if you just want to do tagging. If you want to do some other stuff, let me know, and we can talk a little bit about your order. Gaming BT says pickle rib. I really appreciate that, man. I had fun making that video, man, because I like I said, I didn't really watch the show. I full disclosure, I was kind of turned off of Rick and Morty, and I really think it's because of the Reddit effect. Like when things get big on Reddit, it just kind of turns me off. Reddit has a lot of problems, man. Reddit is it's definitely not a free speech platform, that's for sure. But I don't know. I won't go into that right now. Oh, Dingleberry says he already has mops. Okay, man. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you probably want to get some big markers. I would recommend these masterpiece markers. They flow really nice. One of my other favorites is these. These are freaking awesome. AYS Cream says, GR, what's worse, 4chan or Reddit? Is that even a competition? Is that even a competition? I used to go on B back in the day. That was really funny. I still lurk on 4chan a little bit in some of the boards. The thing about 4chan is it's also kind of censored too, and there's some boards that are pretty bad. But I got to tell you, 4chan's one of the only places that still has a bit of that web 1.0 mojo that Reddit kind of had, but it lost after Aaron Schwartz died, and it just got ruined. Everything got ruined in Reddit after Aaron Schwartz died. But the thing is I don't like websites with a voting system or forums with a voting system because they can be doctored. I think bump order is way superior. Just like old forums and stuff, when you go look at things by the bump order, that's when you know where the popular conversations are happening and stuff. So I don't know. Reddit needs a full reform though. I think Reddit needs to be broken down and started from scratch. Really, they're trying to trick us by changing the site design, and honestly, I think it looks worse than the old. The old site looked good. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Reddit. Who is my favorite singer? It's James Brown, of course. James Brown, hands down. He is my favorite singer. He's the best. He is the best. Hit me, hit me. All right, let's do some mini 3Ds here. James Brown did nothing wrong. He really didn't. All right. All right, that's going good. We're going to fix this part where I messed up right here. We're going to leave a little bit of black for the mini 3D. We'll probably have to cut back. But I wasn't paying attention. I was just jabberjawing away right here. But it's all good. We can fix that. Let that dry too. Perfect. It's like you never even knew. That's funny. Tony wants to know if I ever did the graffiti pier in Philly. No, I've never actually been to Philly. I want to go to Philly so bad. I heard about the graffiti pier and how it got shut down. Again, this is another example of why we can't have nice things and why it's just a shitty negative attitude in the graffiti world. And it's like, guys, it's time to be more pragmatic about things, man. You're not thinking big picture here. Gotta think big picture. Yeah, I heard it got shut down, man. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Does Art Primo have a GeoCities page? That's really funny, man. That's really funny. That's really funny. I wouldn't expect GR to be a B, bro. Not anymore. I don't really go to B anymore. That was years ago, guys. Come on. I've been on the internet for a long time. Long, long time. Last time I checked, B is nothing but traps and, well, basically traps and penis rape threads. I got better things to do with my time. Oh, what's up, man? What do I think about people's egos in graph? I mean, you got to have a little bit of an ego about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I think some people are way too self-important. Like they think they're more important than they are. That's kind of annoying. You got to have a little bit of an ego. That's okay. It's not too much. Dingleberry says, for your happiness, I feel like you get high on all the paint you be sniffing. I don't sniff no paint, Dingleberry. I don't know what you're talking about. These are water based. There ain't no solvents in that. And whenever I'm doing my major filling in my videos, I always wear a respirator. Little chintzy lines, that's fine. You don't need to wear a respirator for that. But big filling parts, definitely. I am masked up, homie, masked up. Dingleberry wants to know if I ever butt chucked a beer buddy. Hmm. What do I think of German graffiti? I think it's pretty dope, man. I think it's pretty dope. AYS Cream says, when I was introduced to 4chan, I went to B, saw gore, didn't go there for a year. The gore is there to scare away the normies. That's what it's there for. Serves a purpose. All right, I think this marker might be running low on ink. What is this? It's a Copic B23 Coral C. Let's try the other side here. There, that's better. I'm still up in the air about Copic markers. A lot of people really like them. I don't particularly like the way they feel, but tons of people really like them. So I must be in the minority here. Is that wet still? Yeah, I think this marker's losing juice. I gotta make sure I test these before I use them. Oh man. Let's see here. Let's find another color. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's try this yellow out. We're just gonna have a weird ass fill, I think. I think we're just gonna have a weird ass fill. We'll just have to deal with it. Ooh, now this one's nice and juicy. Juicy, juicy. I've had that with Copics though. Sometimes you'll get one and it's like kind of dry. Like even though it's like a brand new marker. Kind of annoying. I never have that with the chart packs. I've never gotten a dry chart pack. They're always super juicy. In fact, they're too juicy sometimes. Way more juicy. Oh, Carson, yeah, we'll do a video on the refillable can. We'll definitely do that. What alcohol markers do I like over the Copics? You know what I really like are the style file markers. Do I have any style file markers in here? They're really good. Here, let me check my stash real quick. Let's see what I got for style files. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, these style files are dope, man. They really lay down the ink very smoothly and very evenly. Definitely one of my favorite markers. Sorry about that janky fill right there. I didn't realize that marker was almost empty. We're just gonna have to work with it though. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. I think Bob Ross referred to him as happy little accidents. We have a little happy accident here. Kind of like when you get your girlfriend pregnant, you have a happy accident. Any of you guys ever have one of those? Style Mindless Dribble wants to know about style file packs. They should be on the Art Primo website. Just type in style file like this, STYLEFILE. They should pop right up. They should pop right up. If you order one, be sure to email us, and I'll do a hit off on your order. I'll be happy to do that for you. Just let Art Primo know. Boy, this is getting to be weird. Let me just fill that in. We'll just make that green. Ugh, can't believe that went right out of ink. Tobias, you gotta go? All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. Undertaker Punk. Do I think Bob Ross would be bombing if he was still here? Well, Bob Ross was alive during the bombing era of New York, and he wasn't bombing then. You know, Bob is a special type of person, and I don't think he would approve of illegal graffiti. Um, you know, he was a. I don't know if you guys know this about Bob Ross, but he was a army drill sergeant back in the day. Before he was a painter, he was an army drill sergeant, and you know his job was basically to yell at people all the time. And you know, I mean, there's a reason why they do that in the military. It's to break you down and build you back up. It serves a purpose. But I think over the years it probably wore him down, you know, because there's a negativity to it. And so he decided one day that he just didn't want to be that way anymore, so he became Bob Ross the painter, the happy trees guy. And the rest was history, man. You know, you probably would have never heard of him. He would have just been another cog in the machine, man. Another cog in the machine. All right, so this, since that marker was messed up and it messed up my fill, this is going to be a perfect example of why you want to mix paint pens with your graphic markers. So we're going to go through there and fix some of that stuff. Waxin' and Relaxin' said he just ordered 80 caps and some sect adapters. Wow, thanks a lot, man. I hope it's because of these videos. I really do, man. I really appreciate that, homies. Um, you know, Art Primo is a family. We are a family here. Small group of people just working together, just spreading the love of graffiti, really. That's what we're doing. Mindless Dribble says, thanks for the info. That yellow's laying down nice. I agree, man. The style file yellow lays down really good. Much better than the Copic yellow that I have, I think. That's just my personal opinion. You know, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got them, right? We all got an opinion. We all got a booty. Dingleberry says, I finna go check out how much AP streaks I can get in the mail and call it a day. Oh yeah, just stock up on streakers, homie. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong. Caseo Cheese says I should watch Boondocks. I watched a little bit of Boondocks back in the day, but I was kind of, you know, I hate to say this, I was kind of getting out of animated series, animated shows. It was kind of around the same time I really stopped smoking weed too. Coincidence? Maybe? I don't know. I don't really know. Boondocks had some good shows. What about that Samurai Champloo though? That was really dope. That was a really dope show. Let's see. Hash wants to know if I paint canvases. I'm not really doing that right now, but I'll probably start painting some this winter. Once the winter hits, I'll be painting some canvases. Let's just fill this in because we're just gonna have to work with it, unfortunately. Just gonna have to work with it. See if I can bleed out some of that. We'll survive. You should watch the Bob Ross episode. Was there a Samurai Champloo where Bob Ross was on? I haven't seen that one. I bet it was pretty funny. All right, let's go ahead and start lacing in this Molotov marker here. See, this is why you get paint pens and the graphic markers. So the paint pen is nice and opaque, and you can lay nice thick lines over the graphic marker like that. And for those who are wondering, I'm just using regular old binder paper here, just like the stuff that you would use to print your schoolwork or whatever. I'll leave a little space for mini 3D right there. I'm using binder paper because I figured a lot of you guys would probably, or not binder paper, what is it? Printer paper. I'm using printer paper because I thought a lot of you guys would probably be using this as well in your work. Maybe you don't have a black book, but maybe you get a few reams of paper from the supply closet at school. I won't tell anybody. Your secret's safe with me. But it's good to see how the markers work on these types of paper, and it does pretty good on here actually. I gotta tell you, they are doing quite well, quite well. Hash Trap wants to know if I've tried Japanese Scotch caps. No, I've been wanting to try them. I haven't had a chance. Barney Miller says, "Have I watched Cowboy Bebop?" Yeah, I've seen some episodes. My anime era was more like late '80s, early '90s, which I think Cowboy Bebop had some episodes back then, but I wasn't really watching that show then. Back in that time, I was really into like the Gundam thing. Some of the more like cinematic movies like Akira and stuff like that. But sorry, hold on one second. I don't really want to hear that girl talking right there. Just play the music, homie. Just play the music. Um, but it was a different era back then, because we didn't have the internet or streaming sites or anything like that. So I would have to go to, the video store, and I would just find whatever they had, and there wasn't a whole lot available. It really wasn't a whole lot available back then. But I kind of moved in and out of it over the years. I think it's probably still one of the best forms of animated television to date. Um, and I think a lot of the stories are very deep, and there's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I still dig it. Um, it's a it's it's a very powerful art form. It really is. Okay. Project Man LW says my AP Black Book is about full. If I could buy another one, can I get you and the crew to hit it up before shipping? Yes, yes, actually, yes. If you ever want your Black Book hit up, be sure to hit me up before you put in your order. Just shoot an email to artprimo.com at gmail.com, and they'll set it aside. And I will put a piece in your Black Book. In fact, I'll even do it for a video. So yes, I would be more than happy to do that for you, bud. It would be my honor. It'd be my honor to do it. All right. All right, let's try and fix some of this business here. I don't think we'll be able to go over it completely, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll just mess around here. Mr. Lime One's got to go. All right, homie. I hope you're having a good day out there. See you later, man. See you later. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and rotate this bad boy. let's see here. What are we going to do with this part? Maybe we'll just add some kind of like funky little things like this. It'll still show through behind, but at least we can obfuscate things a little bit here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that'll work. Be careful what you're saying, Lowell. Before you know it, that's all you're going to be doing is hitting up books before you send them out. Well, so, I sometimes have to tell people no that I can't do it. Actually, it's good that you mentioned that because I'm not here all the time. You know what I mean? Like I'm not always here. Sometimes I'm out filming and stuff like that, and I just can't do it. So that is true. That is true. So while it would be my honor to do it, at the same time, um, keep your expectations low. I'm only one man. I'm only one person. I can't do everything. I can't be everything for everyone. I can only be me. That's all I can do is just be me, guys. Just be me. Striped Purple wants to know if I've ever used Posca. Posca, Posca. Posca, Posca, Tomato, Tomato, Turdnado, Turbado. Yes, I got them here too. Now, the Posca markers are really nice. My only beef with them is they don't feel as full as the Molotovs. When you get a brand new Molotov and a brand new Posca, you'll find that the Molotovs this is a smaller marker, but it has more ink than this. So that's my only beef with those markers. But the ink in them is very good. They're nice to use. They have some really nice colors, which I rather like. So there is that. Joshu Vasquez says Prisma is overpriced. I haven't really checked the pricing on Prisma these days. I figured it'd probably be a lot cheaper now than it used to be. Now that it's more of like a mass market marker, are they still really expensive? You think they'd be cheaper by now? I used to really love Prisma back in the day. Definitely an old school classic for sure. We can't even sell them here on the site. I mean, we could, but like the distribution is so screwed up for Prisma. Basically, like the wholesale price for us to get it is like a few cents lower than what we would have to sell at retail, and it's just like, why even bother? Kids are just gonna rack it from Michaels anyways. Oh yeah, Hash Trap says Iraq Prisma from art stores. Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. That's funny. Kids are gonna be kids, man. They are gonna be kids. They're gonna do kid stuff. They're gonna steal from you. I'll tell you what, man. My art store, I'll be watching you like a hawk. I know. I know what you're up to. Oh, man, that's funny. Doser says rack life baby. That's right. That's right. Hash Trap says I respect graph shops. I appreciate that, homie. I appreciate that. Most graph shops are small businesses owned by somebody who's. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of graph shops, they don't run a big margin of profit. You think they're making a shit ton of money? They're not. It's very expensive to run a graph shop. And the way that the distribution's set up, it's hard to get really good pricing from the manufacturers. So it's a rough game to play, I gotta tell you. So give some love to your local graph shop the next time you're in there. Like Art Primo. Undertaker Punk says open carry at Art Primo stores. LMAF. No open carry, but maybe I'll just leave it at that. What you don't know is what you don't know. What you don't know is what you don't know, homie. That's all I gotta say. Oh man, that's funny. Most graph shops sell shoes and clothing to make it work. Yep, you're absolutely correct. There is more profit in the clothing. There is. Maze Arc says, "Yo, that's why I don't want to buy lac from Hobby Lobby." Well, if you actually do buy lac from Hobby Lobby, you're helping Iron Lac out quite a bit. And remember, Iron Lac is the only spray paint company that was actually started by writers. None of the other ones were started by writers. Maybe they were like in the hip hop world, or maybe their dad owned a paint company, or maybe they just want to jump into the graffiti game. But Iron Lac was the company itself was founded by writers. So if you end up buying a can, you are directly helping Iron Lac because they'll restock them. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but you would be helping Iron Lac, and I want to help Iron Lac. They're good people. The people at Iron Lac are genuinely good people. Stripe Purple wants to know if we do discount on bulk. Yes, we do. It's a 20 case minimum for bulk orders. And if you want to do that, it is 20 cases of paint, so it'd be 120 total cans. So if you want to crew up with your homie or whatever, or your crew, I like to call them crew packs or professional muralist packs and whatnot. But I can get you some really good pricing on that. So it'd be like 20 cases. I can get you flame orange for like $3.70. You hear that? $3.70. I can do flame blue for $3.95. And I can do Molotov for $4.79. And yes, you can mix all three together. So if you want to get 5 cases of blue, 5 cases of orange, and then get 10 cases of Molotov or any other variation of that, totally chill, guys. You can do that. Um, but you got to call me at the phone number if you want to do that. Maze Arc says he's saving up for one of those. Yeah, man, it's a great deal, man. If you can do the initial buy-in, it's a bit of a buy-in, but it's wholesale. You're buying it at wholesale basically, and I can give you that price, man. I will always honor that. So this summer, if you got a big mural gig coming up, which I hope you do, just give me a call. We'll work something out for you. Man, that doo-doo brown, some real doo-doo brown right there. All right, let's find another color here. Let's find another color. Okay, Manny Big D wants to know who my favorite artists are. Okay, let's do a list. Let's do a list. Let me think here. Wait, what was I doing? Let me just fill this in while we talk about this. All right, so let me think of who my favorite artists are. Oh shit, that bled out. Fat, 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 fat. All right, so favorite artists. Opium is one of my favorite artists. Poulette the First is one of my favorite artists. Ailshi, the guy that writes Lambo, is another one of my favorite artists. Um, Boris, I love Boris. Who else? Who else? Um, I guess that's it. Those are my top four. And they're all European, if you haven't noticed. I'm sorry, man. European graffiti is so much more cracking right now. It really is. We got to step up our game, America. We got to step up our game. All right, let's see here. Overdose wants. Oh, there's no cap on here. No nib. No nip. No nip in that one. That's for sure. Let's see. Here we go. Let's try. I think I was already using that color. Guys, what other color should I use next? Let me check my other box here. Let's see what we have. Ah, too many greens. Too many greens up in here. Let's see if this works. I don't know why, but I got this huge stack of green markers right now. All right, let's use this Posca right here. I think that'll work for me. What should we do? Let's do some little angular things with the Posca. Yeah, that'll work. Let's overlap some of these here, just to give it more depth. And then after this, we will be done with our fill, and then we can kind of start cleaning up our 3D area. Hat Guy Ford says I should start a battle where everyone does the same word. You know, I think we did that before, didn't we? Should we do that again? I'm down to do that again. Maybe we should do that next week. I need some video ideas anyways. Why don't we do that? We will do a battle, guys. We will do a battle. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get this filled in. And we can clean up the 3D. I think I'm getting too crazy with it, guys. Too many of them. It's okay. I like to go crazy with it. There's a couple schools of thought for fills. Some people like minimal fills. Some people like crazy fills. I guess I'm in the crazy fills camp. But you can just do whatever you want. Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules in this game. It's like the yes, let's see. Brian says he can barely hear me. I'm talking into my phone, guys. This doesn't have a mic other than the mic on my phone, so I'm just kind of making do with what I have. I got to get another setup if I want to do live stream with a DSLR. It's a shit ton of money's worth of equipment that I got to get. I just moved. Spend all my disposable income on moving right now. Bought a whole new house worth of furniture and shit. Oh, man. All right, so let's start clearing some of this up here. Let's start adding our mini 3Ds in. Let's start with those. So some people can hear me, some people can't hear me. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. But I am doing it with my iPhone. I'll try and speak up a little louder here. It would be cool if I could get some kind of like wireless mic for my iPhone. I don't know if they make like a Bluetooth thing or something like that. If they do, I'll pick one up for sure. Like a little lapel mic or something. There we go. I think we need a mini 3D right there. Put the headphones on the phone so you use the built-in mic. Bobby, yeah, I feel you, homie. But you know how Apple screwed up on the iPhone? I can't have a separate mic in because I have to keep my phone plugged in to do the stream. So right now the port is being used by the phone or by the power cord. So I think my only option would be like a Bluetooth thing. Bluetooth lapel mics are hard to find. Yeah, I figured, man. You know what? I'm probably just gonna do is I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna buy this setup thing so I can start just streaming with my DSLR. It has better video, better everything, really. So maybe we'll just do that. All right. Forever AM says, "Am I the only one that thinks Molotov markers are overrated? I prefer the Uni." Well, those are two completely different kind of markers, so I'm not sure what you're referring to. These are amazing for black books. I wouldn't want to use a Uni in my black book, that's for sure. I mean, I would, but much rather use the Molotov. I do like Unis for tagging, though. They're a great tagging marker. Oh, fantastic tagging marker. Project Man LWC wants to know how many writers do I know over 35 that are still getting up? Quite a few, but not in the way that you guys would do it. That's for sure. More strategic. When we were younger, we would just get drunk and just go tag everywhere, and that's pretty much the wheelhouse of the young writer. That's what you're gonna do. When you get older, you can't really do that as much. I mean, some people do. They're living some hard lives, that's for sure. Um, I don't really go out like that anymore. I mostly paint freights. That's my favorite thing. Freights are for old men. Stay out of the train yards. Yeah, right. You're gonna do what you do. You're gonna do what you do. It's all good. Forever says, if you live in London, you've seen me somewhere. Oh, okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get this filling here. I don't like that look in there. Have I heard of Joker from SF? Is that the Joker that does all the black books on Instagram? Um, or is it a different Joker? Because I like his black books. They're dope. Doser wants to know about the UCAN review. I had some technical difficulties that weren't letting me do that, but I've since rectified them, so expect a UCAN review very soon, homies. Expect it very soon. Durka Club says different Joker. Yeah, I figured it was probably a different Joker. There's probably like a million dudes writing Joker. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's see here. Hash Trap says every Mexican hood is a Joker. I grew up in California, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know all about that. Tons of homies wrote Joker. It was a common name. Oh, we got to get a mini 3D going under this, too. I can't wait to put the shines on this. It's looking dull right now, but once we get the shines on it, I think it'll really pop. Gabriel wants to know where I lived in California. Okay, so I was born in Paramount, and I spent most of my early childhood down there, and then I went to high school in Modesto. I don't know if you know where Modesto is. So I went to high school there, and that was back in the '90s. And we would go to SF all the time, and we would go skate in Barcadero, go do graffiti. It was good times, man. It was a cool time to be into graffiti. That's for sure. Hash says much love from LA. He is in Whittier. Oh, what's up, Whittier? Whittier in the house. That's dope, man. That's dope. All right, let's go through here. Mini 3D right there. Don't forget that. All right, starting to come out. Have I ever been to Bakersfield? Yes, I have been to Bakersfield actually. When I was in high school, I did go there. I went there for a. I don't know why, but we were all like in high school. We had my friend who was my best friend that I did graffiti with. We had to go to like some like weird like Christian heavy metal show to watch his friend's band play. It was like Christian metal bands like Mortification and actually Mortification is the only one that I remember. Um, but let's just say I took mushrooms and went to a Christian death metal show. And I stage dived off the and I did mushrooms at the Christian metal show. I stage dived and crowd surfed at the Christian metal show. It's pretty dope. The Shepard Fairey documentary is pretty good. You know, honestly, guys, I'm not a big fan of Shepard Fairey. I think he's a. I don't care for him. I think he's a bit of a hypocrite. That's just me. He should just enjoy his money. Stop trying to push that stuff on people. Just enjoy your money, Shepard. No one hates you because you're rich. No, I don't think he sold out. That's not what I'm talking about. You can sell out. You do whatever you want. Um, but just don't push that ideology on people when you yourself benefit from the status that you earned in this country. You know what I mean? It's just very hypocritical. I mean, I don't care if people are rich. It's like the Anthony Bourdain thing. Like, I don't care that he got rich. I was mad at him because he squandered his opportunity. Remember, guys, you only have one life. Don't waste it on that shit. Go out there, make money, fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying? What do I think about Banksy? He's a he's a he's a he's a groundbreaking artist. Despite what people say, Banksy is a groundbreaking artist, and you know some of his themes. Let's just say, as far as I'm concerned, some of his themes to me are kind of like I'm 12-year-old and this is deep. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, I highly respect. I totally respect him as an artist, and anyone hating on him is just being a hater. That's really what it boils down to. But yo, I'm still down with Team Robbo. Robbo is a legend. Don't never forget. Gaming doesn't think that Anthony didn't kill himself. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. He did put out that really weird tweet about autoerotic asphyxiation. I saw a screen cap of it actually. So maybe it was a fake tweet. People be doing that, man. But I saw a screen cap of him joking about it, so it's possible. I don't know. Or what do you mean? You mean like the Rothschilds got him? Did the Rothschilds kill Anthony? That's deep, bro. What's the blue bubble? This is a shock blue middle. Great color. Really great color. It's weird. Whenever I draw on my own and I'm not talking, I'm way cleaner. Not an excuse, guys. It's just it's hard to do this, man. It's really hard to go live. It's not an easy thing to do. All right, let's see where we're at here. But I enjoy my time with you guys. I want you guys to know that I really appreciate the time that I spend with you guys. I really do. Berto says prescription drugs make you suicidal. Is that what you think what was going on with Anthony? I think that is really the big issue, man. You know, like all these people talking about the shootings, the celebrity deaths, and stuff like that. You know, a lot of that stuff wasn't really as prevalent in the 80s and the 70s like it is today. And I think a lot of it has to do with just the huge surge of SSRIs, all these prescription drugs. I don't think we know enough about the brain yet to be fooling around with it so much as we do. We don't know enough about the brain. It's dangerous, you know, because I know I've talked to people who have said that the prescription drugs have literally saved their life. Like they pulled them from out of the brink, you know, and I don't want to like begrudge someone who is suffering that much, you know, if it helped them, it helped them, you know, what can you do? But at the same time, it's like I feel like they just hand them out like candy. You know what I'm saying? Like they be handing that shit out like candy. It's really tough shit, man. Yes, Tupac is Banksy. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Valentine says Tupac is shit. Those are fighting words, homie. Those are fighting words. Mr. Cycle Crash wants to know what happened to sticker trade. Bottom line, the girls thought they could do it better than us. That's what I think happened. I don't know. I thought me and Joe had a really great sticker trade going. I think it was way better the way me and Joe did it. I wish they would bring it back. I don't know. You guys liked sticker trade the way it was. I know you did. You guys told me. All right, let's see here. I am getting ink all over the place. Grime Winter says Tupac works at Hobby Lobby and lets writers rack. Oh man, that is too funny. That is too funny. I hope he does. Actually, Tupac is in Serbia. He's a rapper in Serbia now. All right, so let's go ahead and put our halo in. What are we going to use for our halo color? What is a good halo color? Oh, snap, I had a red all along. Well, who would have thunk it? What about this pink? Maybe we'll put a pink halo. I think I'm going to use pink, guys. This is a neon pink. Not the fluorescent, but the neon. They call it neon. Actually, let me flip the nib here. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. Grimwinter says, listen to Face, the Russian rapper. He made a diss to the American government. It's freaking funny. The last time I made jokes about Russia, people accused me of colluding with them, so I gotta be careful. GR took a bong rip. Nah, man, I don't smoke weed in film, man. You will never see me high on here. You will not see that. All right, I think I'm done with this, so let's move that out of the way here. Dingleberry wants to know if you can do a black and white streaker split. That's the classic split, homie. You should definitely do that. Absolutely. Oh man, this pink is really popping off, guys. Do you see it? Oh man, that looks really popping. I'm digging that. That's exactly what we needed. Oh man, that looks really good. That is the effect. DSK Jojo says, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I was too, homie. I was too. Because you got all these like muted colors. Like the blue is maybe the brightest of all, but that pink really brings it up, man. It really brings it up. What's up, Sex Male Skate? How you doing, homie? How you doing? Splat Animation says, I found weed before, but I'm too young to smoke. Wait until you're 18. Wow, that's very responsible of you, Splat. I respect that. I totally respect your commitment there, homie. You're young, finish school, do your thing. When you're a grown up, you can be as degenerate as you want to be. Just finish school first. Broad Canadian says he only smokes weed at night. I I try not to like preach to like the young writers and young kids and stuff like don't smoke weed, don't do because first of all, I would be a total hypocrite if I did that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was your age, I smoked weed too. Um, but I'm also not a liar, and I really truly believe that it kind of held me back a little bit when I was young. It'll hold you back a bit, despite what people say, it will. So you have to be careful, you know. And if you are going to do it, I would just say please smoke less, smoke a little less, and don't smoke it when you first wake up. Oh shit, I sound like I'm preaching, don't I? I sound like I'm preaching. I'm sorry. Try not to preach to you guys. I don't think weed is the worst thing you could be doing. That's true. That's true. That was Hash Trap, or was it no Splat Animations that said that? I don't think weed is the worst thing you could be doing. And that's kind of that's why I kind of try to take a pragmatic approach to this whole thing, because I know kids are popping Xanax left and right, and people for some reason think codeine's a decent drug. So, you know, I'm not going to get too crazy on you over some weed, but I just want you to be the best you can be. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to be the best you can be. That's all I'm saying. A lot of you guys have a lot of potential. You know what I'm saying? Eat Xanax and inject heroin. Oh my God. What a degenerate. Cyrus Taylor says, GR have my babies. Hmm. Interesting. Bang Bang says, been smoking since 16. Well, I'm proud of you, Bang Bang, but let's not kid ourselves. It does slow people down. You ever work in a. Okay, for the people who don't smoke weed, if you ever had to work with people who are high at the job site, you know what I'm talking about. They're a little slow, but it's okay. Probably better to smoke in the evening. Oh, man. Plazers Plazer Aster says had a shit day today, lonely as fuck, not a good place right now. These streams really help. Oh, that's dope, man. I hope I can kind of just be like your little internet homie. You know what I mean? We'll be homies over the internet. I know, man. Life is hard. Life is pain, dude. It really is. There's a lot of really great philosophers you guys should check out. They deal with a lot of these things. Nietzsche is definitely one of them. Although he's often misunderstood. He's often misunderstood, especially in the anarchist circles. They kind of misunderstood Nietzsche. Um, I don't think he was happy about the state of affairs. But he was just talking about how we need to fill our lives with other things that gives it meaning. You know what I'm saying? You guys should read Camus. What's it? Hold on a second. I smoke when I'm chilling, not when I know I'm active. Yeah, that's a better way to be. That's a better way. Waxin' and Relaxin' says, do you have any pieces on the East Coast, especially in Pittsburgh? Any Pittsburgh writers that you like? I've never been to Pennsylvania, guys, but I really want to go, man. I really want to go out there and check it out. I also want to go to Boston, even though everybody from Boston that I've talked to that lives here, they're like, don't go to Boston, it's boring. But you know, I say the same thing about Seattle, and people are like, hey, you want to go to Seattle? I'm like, don't go to Seattle, it's boring. I think that's just when you live somewhere, you kind of get that attitude about a place. You know what I'm saying? But I want to check out Boston big time. I mean, I think there's a lot of history there. The museums and all that shit would be really dope to check out. Of course, I'd like to go check out the Graph, but that's just a given. But Philly, man, that's the home of the Wicked. The Wicked, man, that is something that is all their own. It really is. Let's see. Hold on, let me look at some comments here. Splat Animation says, you're like the only famous person on Insta that responds to my messages. Yeah, I'm not famous yet, guys. I'm not quite there yet. I appreciate the thought. I try to respond as much as possible. It's really hard. My inbox fills up pretty quickly. So if I don't respond right away, please don't get mad. I am human. I'm a human being. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what's cracking. All right, let's do a couple little. Oop, running out of ink here. Oh, snap. I was just talking about how these markers almost never overkill on me, and I overkilled. They still hardly do though. Not compared to the decos, man. Those overkill all the time. Crazy. Man, this neon pink is really a god tier color though. It's a really dope color. I really like it. Jonathan Casal says he is the one that penned God is dead and all that. Yeah, he said Nietzsche. We're talking about Nietzsche. He said God is dead, but the other part is and we killed him, and we killed him. You know what I'm saying? Because thousands of years, people had their meaning was the afterlife. You live a good life, you get a good afterlife. When we kill that, we destroy that meaning in our life, and now we have to fill it with other things. You know what I'm saying? And this is one reason why I really enjoy doing these videos because you guys really give my life meaning, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys give my life meaning big time. Seeing you guys get better at art, seeing you guys grow, become better people, more rounded adults. Man, that shit really means a lot to me, man. If there's one thing I can do is help breed smarter, um, better young men. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that, man. We got to do that. Madu Jaden wants to know if I think graffiti and fine art cross over. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, that's still wet. I'll have to wait for that to dry before I fix that one right there. All right, let's. What can we do in the meantime while that's drying, so we can fix that? And I think I want to thicken up that line. Let's lace in some shines here. Oh, that's the fine point. I don't want that. Let's see what's here. Gaming BT says totally agree, Ranger. I don't know what it is you agree with, but I'm glad you agree with me, whatever that is. Ah, here's another one right here. This one should have a nib on it. Ah, the nib works. Maze Arc wants to know if I've heard of the Isle of Man TT motorcycle races. My dude! Yes, I love the Isle of Man TT. It is my dream to race a bike in that someday. Maybe when I'm like super old and I'm ready to die and I don't care, I'm gonna race a bike at Isle of Man. So if I smash into a brick wall, it's like whatever. I went out doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's funny. Gaming BT says God is far from your friend. Well, find your meaning, brother. Find your meaning. Let's see. What else here? What else is here? Splat Animations wants to know what bike I have. I don't have any bikes right now. I used to have a Yamaha YZF 600, which was super fast and got me in a lot of trouble, and that was a badass bike. I also had a BMW, what is it, the K75 touring bike. That was a beast. Shaft drive, amazing. I don't have a bike right now, although I'm probably going to be picking up my dad's bike. He has an old vintage BMW R75 that's just collecting dust. So I might take that off his hands because someone's got to ride that thing. Do you like to outline your backsplash ever? Oh, yeah, we could do that. Oh, man, look at the nib on that thing. Let's flip that over. Ooh, this nib is roached. Still works, though. Yeah, let's outline the backsplash here. I think an outline backsplash is dope, guys. I highly recommend it. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That really made it pop, didn't it? Good idea, whoever commented on that. Mo Productions wants me to make a Fortnite piece. Oh, I think that would be super dope, dude. Maybe I should do a Fortnite piece. That game's really popular right now. Stuart the 30 says he has 3 or 5 different BMWs right now. Damn, that's crazy, man. I only have one. You got more than me. Capitalism has failed. You have 4 more BMWs than I have. It's failed. Whenever I talk to my communist friend, I always tell him that true capitalism isn't being tried. It really flusters them. For those who don't know, a common trope amongst the communists is true communism hasn't been tried because it can't. It can't exist. It's a utopian idea. In its true form, it would never happen. Um, what if I don't consent? What if I don't consent? What are you going to do? What if I don't consent? How are you going to take my stuff? You're going to have to kill me. Oh man, that's fun. I do enjoy debating. I have a couple friends who are communists, and I do enjoy debating with them, though. See, that's the things we need to be able to debate with each other and spread our ideas and let the best idea rise to the top. You know what I'm saying? It just happens that communism isn't the best idea. Look what I did. Look what I did. I'm over here shit posting, and I got ink on here. Money doesn't equal authority. Money just equals money. That's all it equals. All right, let's see here. Chio, do I watch Ben Shapiro? I watch him sometimes. I disagree with him on some things. I agree with him on other things. You know, it's a mix. It's a mix of the two. He's a little too neocon for my taste. Ben is. He's too much of a neocon. But I agree with him on his assessment of the college problems going on with colleges right now. That's for sure. Um, Thoughts on death grips? Um, I don't really have any thoughts on death grips. Oh, let's fix that line right there. Let's fix that line right here. We didn't always have money. Sometimes we have gold. All right, so I gotta fix that. I let a bit of that drip down right there. So let's. Money itself isn't the thing. It's the people behind the money is the issue. All right, that is gonna take a while to dry. So let's go ahead and let that sit for a second. But it doesn't matter if enough people have guns. They'll take away whatever you have regardless. You know, it's happened time and time again. All right, so let's go ahead and start dropping shines in here. I mean, it just boils down to is how are you going to coerce people as a society to get together to achieve a common goal? So, are you going to use force or the threat of force, or are you going to convince them with a better idea? So far, liberal democracies seem to do it best. They're not perfect, but they do it best so far. Maybe there's a third position. We shall see. We shall see. How many tattoos do I have? I have probably like 15 tattoos. The vast majority of them are stick and poke. Because I wasn't a big fan of professional tattoos when I was young. I got most of my tattoos before tattooing really blew up. There was only a few tattoo shops around back then. Not like it is now. Even my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, she's got tattoos now, which is really funny. All right. All right, let's take a look at comments here. Okay. Yeah, I think you're referring to anarchy, Jabino. I feel you, brother. I feel you. How are you going to get to that point, though? How do you push society into that? How do you get millions of people to agree to that without force? I used to really think that was a viable solution when I was younger. But when then you realize you have millions of people with different ideas of what they want, you're only going to get there through force. Just remember that. It's the only way you're going to do it. So then you have to ask yourself, do you have what it takes to make that happen? I like anarchy in theory, and I like limited government for sure. I think the maximum of what it should be doing is just preserving property rights and making sure just the most basic things. You know, I don't think we should be doing all these big giant solutions to be fixing everyone's problems because people should have free will to fix their own problems. You should be able to fix your own shit. But I feel you guys. I totally understand where you're coming from. I totally get it. Mr. Mad, yeah, I've seen anarchy in action in small instances, but we're talking about, I mean, at least if we're talking about America, we're talking about a nation of millions of people that all have vastly different cultures, different ideas about how life should be. Um, I don't think you're going to get them all to agree to that, man. I just don't think you're going to. I mean, I like I said, I feel you in the concept of it. I feel what you're saying, but you got to think about how you're going to make that work. I just don't think it's going to work. Not without force. So then you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to do? You know who had some pretty interesting ideas on this is actually is Ted Kaczynski. He was crazy. He was wrong, and he see he wanted to use force, but he had some interesting ideas. Not everything he said was wrong. That's for sure. All right, let's take a look here. Where are we at? Okay, I gotta fix that, and I gotta fix that. I'm sorry you don't feel like you got free will, Jabinho. You do though. I got free will. You can do whatever you want. I think there's this one thing, you know, because I used to run in the anarchist circles here in Seattle, and I think there's a misconception that there's a finite amount of wealth, that there's one pie, that only certain people have access to that one pie, and the rest of us don't have it. In a true free world, you would have multiple pies. You know, it's not one thing. You know, wealth can be created by people. So I feel what you're saying. I do feel what you're saying. Um, but have faith, man. Get out there and sell yourself. I know you can do it. I have faith in you, Jabhino. All right, so let's fix that mess up right there. All right. I like the idea of a lot of things. That doesn't mean I endorse it for the rest of the country. There's a difference. There's a difference in liking something in theory or appreciating some aspects of it and wanting to force that onto other people. You see what I'm saying? Because we have a country full of people with all different ideas of different things they want to do. If they want that, present your ideas, and if you convince 300 million people to do that, then awesome. All right, let's go ahead and fill this in right here. Let's fix that. You know, I've been to anarchist collectives in the middle of the woods where people actually live as green anarchists, and they've built like these huge Ewok village setups and stuff. And you know what? They live in like a low tax state that doesn't mess with them, and they're allowed to do whatever they want, and they live that life. You know, they're not in the city. They're not connected to the grid. They're true anarchist type people. They're out there, man. You can go find them, homie. You could go do that. I think that's a very noble way to live. But you have to be willing to like completely unplug, you know? You got to unplug. All right. It's not about chasing wealth, man. It's just about using the tools available to you to better your life. That's what it's about. You got to let go of that ressentiment, homie. You got to let go of that ressentiment. All right, so let's take a look here. But I do appreciate the conversation though. You guys are really smart guys. I do appreciate that. Let's see. You know, some people always ask me what my end game is, and honestly, I would love to have a show like Morton Downey Jr., where you get people from different spectrums to talk to each other. That would be so sweet. That would be super sweet. Flower Edit says, going to go live in anarchist squat now. Yeah, I fully endorse that. You should go try it out, man. I think you should go try it out. I tried it. I just realized that collectivism isn't for me. I'm too much of an individualist. But I think you should explore everything. You should explore everything that you want to try, man. Don't feel limited by it. Go explore it. Okay, let's see here. Berto says I should go on Joe Rogan. I'm not even close to being that recognizable yet. I'm not even anywhere near that. I wish I was, because I would just love to sit there and just chat with Joe about conspiracies, about male nutrition, and all the weird stuff that he talks about. You know, see, that's a perfect example. Joe is one of those people who I disagree with on many things. Although there's a lot of things that I do agree with him on. You know what I'm saying? But I can still hear him out. You know, like if he was sitting here next to me, I would hear him out, and I would be like, "Yo, I feel you. I don't feel you. Whatever," and we'll hash it out. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I really like about his show is he's willing to hear other people out. Maybe he doesn't agree with them, you know, and sometimes he gets the better of them, sometimes they get the better of him, but we come together and create that synthesis, you know, and we create something from that. And, you know, I think he lives in the LA bubble too much. His brain is too much in the LA bubble. Nevertheless, I think he's a pretty open minded dude. And I would love to be on his show. I think that would be super fun. I could have some combos with that guy about ancient aliens. Bigfoot. Oh, let's put a shine down here. Let's put a shine down here. All right, am I missing a shine or anything? Am I missing anything here? Waxing and Relaxing says, if I sent you one of my Marilyn Monroe wheat pastes, would you do a little tutorial on how to paste with them? Yeah, I'm sure I can do that, homie. Just send it to, in fact, I got some mail right here. Send it to this address right here. Now, normally I hide this, but this is actually a store, and I want you guys to know about them. Flat Black Shop. They support me big time. Really good homies. You should go check them out. DSK Jojo says AP plus Joe. Now that's an eye opener. That would be an eye opener. He's like, those chimps, they got the strength of 10 men. They'll rip your freaking arm off. He just cracks me up, man. He really does. All right. Am I missing any 3Ds, guys? Am I missing anything on here? Does anything look off? Gaming BT wants to know if I have a streaming schedule. No, I don't have one yet. I was in the middle of moving all last month, and I wasn't quite sure where I was going to be. I was feeling kind of transient, if you know what I'm saying. And now that I'm moved into my new spot, I'm not leaving Seattle. We'll probably do something. We'll probably set up a schedule so you guys will know. I want to do a Friday call-in show where you guys can call in and we can chat about products or whatever it is you want to talk about. I think that would be a lot of fun. So if you're into the idea of a call-in show, definitely comment below. Let me know what you think about that. Um, you know, because I want that interaction. You know, I want that conversation. Oh, Jab Eno says, GR, I appreciate the debate, by the way, and have been a big fan for a while. Just want to say that I like libertarians because I feel like they're open minded enough to hear what I have to say, at least. LOL. Hell yeah, homie. I'm hella open minded to you. I think you should go to a low tax state and start an anarchist collective. You should do that. Absolutely. I was in a collective once. It was called Stone Soup Collective. Um, it didn't last. Too much infighting, and it's really hard to build consensus without leaders. It's very difficult. But I'm not saying you shouldn't try it. You should definitely try everything. Try everything, man. Try everything. There are some anarchist collectives that are still going. You know what I'm saying? So you should definitely do that. All right, so let's take a look here. I think it looks good, guys. What do you guys think about that? You think it looks fine? You think it looks good enough? Good enough for the stream today? I got a little bit scrunched up here because I was worried I wouldn't have enough room. I think I probably had a little bit more room than I thought I would have. But I don't know. I think it still works. I think we can survive with this. It's kind of funky. It's like a little mix of old school and new school styles, you know? It's rather fun. So, anyways, before we close out of here, before we close out, I want to give a shout out to the homies over at Flat Black Shop. They just sent me this piece of mail. I think it's a shirt. So let's open it up. I like opening up mail on the video. So let's open this up and see what's in here. Hold on a second. Let me get my box cutter. There we go. All right. So again, this is from the homies over at Flat Black. If you're ever in Palm Desert, California, check out the Flat Black Shop. They're my homies. They're a small business just trying to make it like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And I think they sent me a t-shirt. Oh, snap. They sent me all kinds of stuff. Yo, check out that logo of theirs. That is filthy. Look at that hand style, man. I really like that a lot. Damn, he gave me a nice little assortment of slaps here. Let's take a look at some of these slaps here. Looks at this Emmerich MBC. This sweet Illuminati thing right here. That's pretty dope. Ooh, Tits Crew. That's dope. Another Emmerich. Anyone know who does this Illuminati character? I really like that a lot. Oh yeah, this guy too. My brain farting all over the place here. This is dope, man. Oh, what the? UNSSUNGHERD. What's the fuck is this right here? That's thick right there. This right here, guys. Okay, this is what I call pure art right here. This is fucking art, and this is going in my pile of savers. This is going to be here forever. Oh shit, a King 157 train. That's dope. Bozo Texino. Man, this is dope, dude. This is really dope, man. Look at this. All right, let's check out the shirt that he sent me. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely wearing this in a video. That's for sure. Is anything on the back? Oh, damn. Look at that. That is super dope, man. Thank you, Flat Black Shop. I really appreciate that, guys. That was very thoughtful of you guys to send that to me. Very, very thoughtful. Oh, that's dope, too. Oh, snap. Oh, this is more Flat Black brand. Oh, look, they're using the next level shirts. Yeah, they're like the American Apparel style. I guess they're out of business. This is dope, dude. I am so wearing that in a video. That is super sick, man. Thank you so much, guys. So remember, check out Flat Black. They're the homies. They actually get wholesale from us, so they're one of our customers too. There's their address right there. Give them love, guys. They are the homies. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am starving. I haven't even touched my sandwich yet. I'm super hungry, and I was hungry the whole time. But I powered through, man, because I want to connect to you, the people, my graffiti people, the ones who bring it all together, our world, our little universe that is graffiti. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I got to get going, guys. I'm going to do a couple, just a couple. Don't get too crazy, guys. Don't get too crazy. Just do a couple little hit offs over here. Let's just do a couple little hit offs before we get going. Okay, I'll hit up Valve. Big Valve in the house. Okay, that marker's dry. Let's get a better marker. Let's get a better marker here. Creo Enzo. Creo Enzo. Is that even showing up on here? Let me get this bad boy right here. There we go. I can see that. That's more like it. Arek. There we go. Kapow. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good one. Po 6. The Po is after you. I'm not telling you what to do, but there is a famous writer from New York that writes Poe. One of my favorites, by the way. But do what you want. You are you. You will do what you got to do. All right. Roja. Come. SWYT. Damn, that is a hard ass tag. SWYT. Okay. Okay. Motor. Ah! Stay over there. I think this marker is running out of ink, guys. I think this marker is running out of ink. All right. I got to get going, guys. It was a pleasure to draw with you. I hope you enjoyed watching these markers in action. I hope you enjoyed our fun combos. It's great that we can communicate and talk about all these great things, share ideas, because what is graffiti but sharing your ideas with the world, sometimes imposing it, but that's okay. All right, I love you guys. Remember, always hit up Art Primo if you need anything. ArtPrimo.com, we're your number one source, homies. I'll talk to you soon.